Time for another stock review, this time C3, not PO. I'll talk to you about my Star Wars connection in a minute, but C3IS. We're talking transportation. Can you make money from this stock? We're going to go through all the figures and hopefully give you the opportunity to decide whether it's right or wrong for you to buy, hold or sell. We'll also run a poll on X and you can vote in it. And we're going to cover in this review, it's being made during a live video as well. We're going to cover the financials, the balance sheet, the profit, the loss, the solvency score, the profitability score. We're also going to share with you the website, look at the breaking news as well. We've got some news just in on the company and see if you can make money from this stock. Now, full disclosure, I do not own this stock. I only own the S&P 500. So you know my reviews are fair, open and unbiased. I'm not sponsored by the company to report these, not paid by them at all to do these reviews. However, my reviews are so reliable and solid, they all appear on the alphaspread.com website. They report all of my reviews ahead of Bloomberg, CNBC, Mad Money, the lot. They pick every one of my reviews and they go on the website. So that's good. And during this review, it's made live. We will rank with more than likely number 1 or 2 for the stock, as we do for all the stocks we cover on Google and YouTube. So this will also promote the stock. If it's good, I will say it's good. If it's bad, I'll say it's bad. You can then share this around if you like the stock or whatever. But I'm not here to influence, pump and dump the stock. I'm just here to give you the facts, to provide a service to my members. Now, we also have a Meet the CEO series at the same time. If you'd like to have the CEO of the company on, I'll explain how you can do that in a few moments. It's very easy. We've done several reviews, CEO interviews, and we've got many more lined up in the future. Hoping one day to have Elon Musk on the show. And I know that sounds a big, tall order, but I've got no doubt about it that it's going to happen. I know exactly how to get there. It'll just take some time. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Tap the like button, subscribe to the channel if you like this review, and don't forget, if you do leave a comment, I will reply to all of my members with your thoughts. As you scratch your chin and look down at the video, I will reply back to all of my members. So without further ado, let's get straight into this review. What is C3IS? Let's start nice and simple, and then the details will the deeper details will follow. The stock opened back into June of 23. So we're not even a year old at the moment, so we can't do a back test on the S&P, and it literally fell off a cliff. It doesn't look like it was a SPAC. That would be $10. We don't like those anyway. And it fell off, and it's just been going down and down and down, and we're now at 4 cents a share. Hardly any value here at all. So this company will have to do reverse splits if they've not already done so, but I've never seen a 4 cents share. This takes the record for the lowest stock we've ever done. 4 cents a share. What is it? Can it survive at this level? Will it have to raise money? Well, we'll cover that in a moment. C3IS is a holding company that engages in the provision of seaborne transportation services to dry bulk charterers through its subsidiaries. It offers services to dry bulk charterers such as national and private industrial users, commodity producers and commodity traders. The company was founded on July the 25th, 2022 and is headquartered in Athens, Greece. Remember, Athens, I've been to Athens, by the way. I've actually run round the old Olympic Stadium. I've actually done that. And if anybody request that during the making of this video, I'll bring up the picture of me actually on the racetrack, the Olympic racetrack. If anybody super chats during the making of this video, I will share that picture with you in this video. That worries me, though, because Greece has had one of the worst economies in the world, and many of the whole country has gone bankrupt. So they have been getting bailouts from Europe. So not a good start having a company based in Greece. I have to say, it is effectively a bankrupt country, not just a company. The country itself. I know, I've been there many times. The listed name for CISS is C3IS. C3is. Okay, founded in 22, based out of Greece. We don't know how many employees we've got. It's not been reported. Diamantis Androiotis is the CEO. If you want him on the show, we can have him on the show. What you do is you create a Facebook group or a Reddit group or whatever you like. You don't have to, but then I will supply you with all these videos, earnings reports, breaking news, reviews for you. They will get to find out about you because you'll be creating a little bit of a buzz. Our video will rank number one, I've no doubt, within days of going out, as most of them do on YouTube. And if you send them this video or via social media or via investor relations email, include the video, the invite to the CEO is below this video in the description, and we'll get them on the show. I will let you handle all that. They love to hear from the investors, and then I will jump in when they say they want to be on the show. But I want you to do, I want you to stay in the loop. It's your company, right? Maintenance, 100% regarded as very high risk. Average volume, 114. Average volume, 22 million already today. We're up 21% this morning. Massive scalp trade opportunity this morning, perhaps. No dividend here. Price to earnings ratio, 6 cents a share. Now that means it does make money. Apparently, we'll come on to that in a minute. Makes money, and it's 6 cents a share. It sounds very, very cheap. However, is it cheap? We'll find out shortly. Well, it is a profitable company. It is a profitable company. Look at that. Gone from negative to 0.13 to up 25. The next earnings is May the 7th. If my members request it and super chat me, I'll cover the earnings for it. It's going in the right direction. It's making money. Is this a potential? Who are we in bed with? Who's buying this stock? Imperial, I don't know. I've not reviewed it. Camber, I've not reviewed it. Mullen, awful. Worst company on the stock market. Dave Mitchery, taken many businesses bankrupt, about 6. Would not touch that. That is literally a joke casino. Not touch this one, not touch this one. And SNDL, I reviewed that just a week or so ago, and I just can't remember what I said about it. But we are in bed with some very risky stocks, particularly Mullen. As soon as you see Mullen, you know there are scalp traders here trying to make a quick buck. Nothing wrong with that, of course, but it just alerts you of the nature of the stock. However, we do have a lot of volume right now. Perhaps if we have a lot of short interest on this stock, I'll report in a minute, we could have a short squeeze. We've got 100, the average volume is 114. Today's volume is 22 million. It's not enough for a short squeeze on volume alone. You'd have to, 10x this and a 20% short interest. That will come on to in a few moments. Right, moving on to the next part of the review. Please do smash the like button, tap the subscribe if you like this, and also and leave your comments below and I will reply to you. So can we make money? Does it stack up? Well, let's go now and look at the website, learn a bit more about the company, and then we'll go into the heavy numbers. So let's go and have a look at the website right now. So what do we see? Welcome to C3is. This is their website. Scroll down, about C3is. We'll zoom in. It's an international shipping transportation company specialized in providing transportation services to dry bulk charterers, including major national and private industrial users, commodity producers and traders. Our executive offices are located in Greece and so on and so forth. Right, I've told you what I think about Greece. Unfortunately, very sad, but it is the case. We've had a corrupt government, and any business based out of Greece is always got that stigma attached to it. And there are other opportunities out there. Why would you risk it? I'm just saying. All right, okay. Breaking news. Only out a week or so ago, announces closing of a 6 million underwritten public offering. Okay, let me have a look at this. The company providing bulk and crude oil tanker seaborne transportation services, today announced the closing of a firm commitment public offering with gross proceeds to the company of approximately 6 million before deducting underwriting discounts. I apologize for looking away on my mirror screen. I'll zoom in a bit more if I can. It's quite small. and other estimated expenses payable by the company. The offering consists of 120 million common units of pre-funded units, each consisting of one share of common stock. So essentially, what they've done, they've just diluted the stock. They've offered more stocks. The stock has gone down, and now we're seeing it come back up again because the company has money. What I mean by that, look, there was the moment it happened. The stock dropped. The stock dropped on this news. Obviously, the stock is going to go down when you dilute the stock. And now people feel that they've got some more money, and now we can get a pop from here. And that's why it's starting to go up today. That's why it's giving you the opportunity to pop. You can see there just a month ago, this was probably when the rumor you can see that's just before. And there you go. There it goes. That's when people knew there was an offering coming, and it went down. And as you can see, there's the 18th. There's the 19th. It went sideways for a while at the 19th. 20th, it started to go up. Then it sold off, and now it's moving up again. That kind of makes sense. All right. So let's... we know about the offering now. Let's go and look at the numbers, because at the end of the day, if the numbers don't make sense, you can't make any money, all right? So let's go and look over the numbers. Before Jordan Smith, you get your credit card out and decide to buy this company. Let's see if the numbers and the money stacks up. So let's go and look over the numbers now and see if we can make some money from this company. Now, I can tell you for a fact, because it's so new, numbers will be limited. Numbers will be limited. So let's have a look at it. So as you can see, we've got no intrinsic value. We don't know what the intrinsic value is because there's just no way to calculate it at this stage. Nothing available. No surprise. What about the financials? Most important thing for a new company is the balance sheet. Does it have plenty of cash? Has it got any debts? And does it have a path to profitability? Well, 19 million in revenue. 19 million in revenues, up 33%. Okay, that was the latest we reported. That was back at the end of 23. We've had nothing since then, all right? But we've got the earnings coming up. So 33%. Operating income is down 64%, 5 million. This company doesn't make any money at all. Net income, 4.7 million. I make more money than this. I'm only joking. Investing cash flow. Look, there's very little information. It's got 90 million in assets, of which 8.9% is cash. 8.9% is cash. We can see that there, look. It's actually saying cash and short-term investments is 9.85, which is 8.9 million in cash, okay? Okay, it's got some cash, but 90 million in assets. What about liabilities? Okay, it's not an upside down balance sheet. Okay, liabilities, no short-term debt, no long-term debt. Well, it wouldn't have. It's only been around for 6 months or 8 months or so. So obviously it has got no long-term debt, but it hasn't taken on any debt either. So that's okay on the most recent balance sheet. So okay, it's got some money. It's got some cash sitting around. All right, let's move on. It's so early to tell. We can't really tell much. Gross margins, 53%. They've dropped from 61%. That's not good as we start a new company. What about profitability? Well, as you can see, it's made some money, 58%, but it's such a small amount. But it's 58% is our profitability score. Positive gross profit, yes. But again, like I've said, if I gave myself $1 million and I've got no debt, my balance sheet is going to look perfect because I've got $1 million, and I've made some profit just by selling to Stacy. I made some money selling my T-shirt and leggings and a hoodie, right? So I've made some profit, and if I've got no expenses, I've made it looks good. My profitability looks good. Doesn't mean to say though I'm now going to turn into a a fashion warehouse, because I've got to ramp that up. And for my investors, I've got to start to grow that business, not just a few minor or a few small sales. It's not going to make a business. It's just going to make me personally, the owner of the company, a bit of money initially. But it's too early to say. Profitability score, it's 58. It's making some money, but we don't know where it's going. Long-term solvency. Well, we don't have any long-term debt or short-term debt, and anything that we know of. But we've got a solvency score of 50, which is great, primarily because we've got a bit of cash, no debts at this stage. So it's not going bust anytime soon. There's no risk of that. We've got low DE, which is good, long-term solvency, which is good because we just don't have the distance. Short-term solvency, we don't know. Low Altman score is negative as well. But 50 is okay. It's not bright red. At best, at the moment, it's a trading stock. We don't have enough information to be able to say it's a good investment, a long-term investment. What this is right now is potentially a swing, a scalp trade. At the moment, it's a scalp trade. We knew about the dilution ahead of time. It dropped, it's popped. You could have made 30-40% if you'd bought this at the moment the news came out and it dropped. Is it time to buy it now? I'm not so sure. Let's carry on. What else have we got on the stock? We're looking for short interest now. Competition. You want to look at the competition, but it won't mean that much right now because the company's too new. But again, I'll give you the links for it. You can use my software. Other businesses in the same sector, you can look at their balance sheet and see how they compare. We don't have any information on a short position. I doubt if there's any available. Doesn't look like there's any short information here. Doesn't look like there's any short squeeze on the cards. There's no short interest. Don't expect a short squeeze. And we also don't have the volume either. So no short squeeze available here. And there's no sentiment. There's no news. No one's talking about the stock. So consequently, this video will rank right up there. It'll be number one because no one else has covered it. It's not hard to rank number one when no one else has covered it. There's no news. There's no sentiment. So as an investor, I can't make an investment on an unknown. All we've got is a company with some money in the bank, no debts, but they wouldn't have its short-term business so far. The profitability is okay. They've made some money on what they've done so far. Their margins have decreased, and I wouldn't expect their margins to decrease other than if they're starting to invest on the company. They've gone to the market. They've gone to the investors to raise some funds. The stock is at 4 cents. It's the lowest stock I've ever seen. If it remains here for much longer, it'll be delisted and no institution will buy it. No one will touch it. No one will even know it even exists. Is it an investment? Of course it's not. There's no information on it. All I can say is don't expect a short squeeze if that's why you're trading it. But my final thoughts are, at most, it's a scalp trade. Is it right to buy it now? No. The opportunity was last week. If you bought this last week, if you thought this was an opportunity when the rumor and the news came out about the dilution, you should have bought it here. And I would have said by now, you should have taken your profit and you'd be out. You would have made yourself 30-40%. And remember, that's 10 years of the 500 best companies in the world. The S&P on average 10% a year, between 10 and 12. You know, so if you can make 40%, 4 times what the best 500 companies do in a year, in a few days, why on earth would you not do it? But remember though, do it on your Roth IRA, or traditional. Don't do it on your brokerage account because you will pay short-term capital gains tax. You want to do it where you're not being paid, when you're not paying tax, and it's completely free money. You don't want to be doing these kind of trades on your brokerage. You want to be doing them on your IRA, or in the UK, your ISA, individual savings account. That way it's tax-free. You can make money for free. I would have bought it at the bottom and traded it. Now, is it worth buying now? It's moved up 27%. And it is moving before the bell. If you are buying this, what you have to, it's going quickly, look, what you need to do is set yourself a stop trail loss. A stop trail loss only operates in the opening hours. So you've got 7 minutes to do this. So you might want to, and again, look at this as a lottery ticket. So if you've got like, solid investments like the S&P and Google and Amazon and whatever, this is a lottery ticket. So if you've got $100 and you put $80 in solid investments, then you put $5 in lottery tickets. This is a lottery ticket. You don't put all your money in a lottery ticket, do you? So you buy this now. Let's say you buy $100 of it. You buy $100 of it and you put a stop trail loss. That means it'll go up by a percentage or a cent or a dollar amount, whatever you like. Obviously, a cent amount is obviously right here. And I would suggest it's at 4 cents. If it drops, whatever, if it drops 10%, that's what I would do. I would trigger a sale. Remember, though, that won't happen pre-market. It has to be main market for that to happen. And I would just follow it up like that. And it will move up with you, and then you're done. That's what I would do if I was trading this. That's how I have done it, and that's how I make money on it. A stop trail order only works in the main show, in the main session. And I would put maybe a 10% drop or whatever. If you wanted to do like 1 cent or whatever it might be, and it'll just follow it up. Anyway, that's it from me. That's my final thoughts. Click above my head for all the links. Down below in the description, you'll find all the links. Here's the extra channel. Meet the CEOs down there as well. If you want to get the CEO of the company on, we will rank #1 for this. Everybody will see it. I cannot say it's a great investment. There's not enough information. There you go. There your stop trail loss would have, well, it won't triggered yet, but it will trigger on the bell. I would say, there it goes. I would say that this is a scalp trade at best with a stop trail order. That's the best I can say about it. It's the lowest stock I've ever looked at. 4 cents is virtually nothing. I mean, we have a market cap at the moment. What's the market cap? The market cap at the moment is 5.9 million. I mean, literally. 6 million for a transportation company. It's nothing at all. All right, so there you go. It's going to have to raise more funds. It just couldn't operate. I mean, how would it pay its wages? All right. Anyway, click above my head, down below, over here for more reviews. Until next time, it's not a buy from me. It's a scalp trade with the trailer order at best. At best. It's not one for me, though. However, take care of yourselves and each other.